Part 19.17 Surah Maryam. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. Our sacred and illuminating journey through the magnificent Surah Maryam continues its profound unfolding. We have just explored the spiritual folly of those who are deceived by worldly power and are blinded to the ultimate truth of the hereafter. The Quran, in its sublime wisdom, now brings this powerful argument to a final and devastating conclusion, revealing the ultimate futility of relying on anything or anyone other than Allah. These verses serve as a chilling reminder of the utter powerlessness of false gods and the terrifying reality of their ultimate betrayal. They then provide a breathtaking and majestic contrast, revealing the immense honor and divine love that awaits the sincere believers. This section is a profound lesson on the spiritual truth of Tawhid and the ultimate reality of a world that is either built on the foundation of Allah's love or on the illusion of worldly power. The ultimate betrayal and the powerless gods. The verses begin with a statement that is both terrifying and absolute. A final verdict on the fate of those who worship anything other than the Creator. Kanzul Iman, Quran, Maryam 19-82. Never. They will reject their worship and will become their opponents. This verse is a profound and terrifying spiritual reality. The disbelievers of this world have taken false gods, whether they are idols, wealth, power, or their own egos, so that they may be a source of dignity for them. They have relied on these things, believing them to be a source of strength and honor. But the Quran, in a chilling and final verdict, says, never. The verse declares that these false gods will reject their worship. On the day of judgment, the very things they relied upon will turn against them. The wealth will be a burden, the power will be a source of humiliation, and the false gods will not only be unable to help them, but will become their opponents. This is the ultimate and most devastating form of spiritual betrayal. The disbeliever who relied on a worldly god, a creation of his own delusion, will find that this god will not only fail him in his moment of greatest need, but will actively testify against him. This is a profound lesson in the spiritual reality of Tawhid, the oneness of Allah. There is only one source of all power, all honor, and all dignity, and that is Allah alone. To rely on anything else is to build one's entire existence on a foundation that is not just temporary, but is destined to turn against you in the end. This verse is a powerful and sobering warning against the spiritual folly of placing one's faith in anything other than the Creator, the spiritual partnership, and the constant incitement. The Quran now provides a deeper spiritual insight into the nature of the disbeliever's error, revealing the profound spiritual partnership that leads to their ultimate downfall. Quran, Maryam 19-83. Do you not see that we have sent the devils upon the disbelievers, so they incite them with a constant incitement? This verse is a magnificent and profound explanation of the spiritual pathology of disbelief. The Quran asks, do you not see? This is a call to a deeper spiritual sight, a call to look beyond the physical world and see the spiritual reality that is at play. Allah declares that He has sent the devils upon the disbelievers. This is a profound statement. It is not that the devils are simply present. They are sent upon the disbelievers as a form of spiritual trial, a divine consequence of their rejection of the truth. The verse then adds a chilling detail. The devils incite them with a constant incitement. The word incitement here is active and continuous. It is not a one-time whisper, but a constant ongoing process of urging and provocation. The devils incite them to disbelief, to arrogance, to the love of worldly things, and to the worship of false gods. The disbeliever is not just acting on his own whims. He's in a spiritual partnership with the devils, and they are continuously goading him towards his ultimate destruction. This verse reveals a profound spiritual truth. The person who is in a state of continuous disbelief is not a spiritual island. He is in a spiritual state of deep and continuous partnership with the forces of evil. His actions are not a result of his own free will alone, but are also the result of a continuous and subtle incitement from the devils. This is a powerful and sobering reminder that spiritual blindness is not a passive state, but an active and constant incitement towards spiritual rebellion. Hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught, as recorded in a hadith, Satan flows in the human being like the flowing of blood. Sahih Muslim Hadith No. 2174a. This hadith beautifully reinforces the Quranic verse, revealing the intimate and constant nature of the devil's incitement and the profound spiritual battle that is taking place within every human being. Divine patience and the meticulous counting. The Quran, after revealing the spiritual pathology of the disbelievers, provides a profound statement of divine patience and the meticulous nature of Allah's justice. Kanzul Iman Quran, Maryam Mary, 19-84. So do not hasten against them, we are but counting for them a numbered counting. This verse is a beautiful and magnificent statement of divine wisdom and patience. It is a direct command to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and to all believers. So do not hasten against them. Do not be impatient for their punishment. Do not let their worldly success and their apparent impunity cause you to doubt Allah's justice. The verse then provides the ultimate reassurance. We are but counting for them a numbered counting. This is a profound and awe-inspiring statement. Every single moment of their worldly life, every single act of disbelief, every single word of their boast is being counted with a divine and meticulous precision. The word numbered here is key. It signifies that the counting is not general, but is specific and precise. The count has a number, and when that number is reached, the punishment will inevitably descend. This verse is a profound lesson on the nature of divine justice. It is not hasty or impulsive. It is patient, meticulous, and absolutely certain. It is a source of immense comfort for every soul that has been wronged, and a source of profound spiritual terror for every soul that is living in a state of spiritual delusion. It is a powerful reminder that the worldly life is not a free-for-all. It is a test, and every single moment is being meticulously recorded for the ultimate reckoning, the gathering of the righteous in the divine honor. The verses conclude with a final, majestic statement that serves as a powerful contrast to the state of the disbelievers, revealing the immense honor and divine love that awaits the sincere believers. Kanzul Iman, Quran, Maryam Mary, 19-85. On the day we shall gather the mindful of Allah before ArRahman as a delegation. This verse is a breathtaking and magnificent image of divine honor and love. It stands in stark contrast to the state of the disbelievers who will be brought to their knees, their worldly gods turning against them. The mindful of Allah, the righteous, will be gathered before ArRahman as a delegation. The word delegation here is profound. A delegation is a group of people who are sent on a mission, a group of people who are honored and respected. The believers will not be gathered in a state of fear or humiliation. They will be gathered as a group of people who are honored and respected by their Lord. They will come before ArRahman, the most compassionate, as his honored guests. This is the ultimate spiritual honor, a moment of profound divine love and acceptance. This verse reveals a profound spiritual truth. The true honor and the true dignity of a human being come not from worldly possessions or worldly power, but from a sincere and deep connection to Allah. The believers who are humble in this world will be exalted in the hereafter. Their worldly humiliation will be replaced with divine honor, and their worldly struggles will be rewarded with a moment of ultimate peace and divine love. This is the spiritual reality of Baka continuance, where the self that was built on sincerity and devotion finds its ultimate permanence in the presence of ArRahman. The verses of this section are a powerful and moving narrative of divine grace and human trial. They teach us that even in our darkest moments, Allah's compassion is boundless. We have witnessed a magnificent miracle, a cry of human despair, and the immediate, comforting response of a Lord who provides a spring and a harvest in the most desolate of places. The story of Maryam is not just a tale of the past. It is a timeless lesson on the virtues of patience, resilience, and the power of absolute reliance on Allah. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, as asking Allah to grant us a deeper understanding and to guide our every step. Dua, Ya Allah, the Most High, the Most Merciful, we ask you to make our belief in your oneness as pure as the light of the sun. Protect us from the worldly delusions that lead to the worship of false gods and the spiritual partnerships that lead to destruction. Grant us a heart that is patient in the face of injustice, and make us among those who are meticulous in our deeds. On the day of judgment, gather us before you as an honored delegation, and grant us a return to you in a state of peace and sincerity. Ameen. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ilm. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth. And may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, ArRahman and ArRahim. Ameen.